Welcome back to my homestead. It's still morning, about 8 o'clock or so, and the bees are already busy. This entire bush is buzzing. There's so much activity going on. I'm just in awe to watch these little ladies working so hard trying to get the pollen. I'm absolutely amazed. The bush is literally shaking with all kinds of bees. I see bumblebees. I see my girls from my hives are working very hard. And also you probably can hear my rooster constantly saying good morning. Well, I'm gonna go say good morning to them. Let's take a look. The garden unfortunately is so dry. I need to water it. We had no rain for the last 2 weeks again, and the previous rain was a joke. It was only a few minutes, a very brief. So everything is very dry. Oh, the girls are calling me. My goats are up, awake and calling me. So I gotta feed my chickens. This is my portable, oh, those are the squirrels running around. This is my portable chicken coop that I move every morning to a new fresh piece of grass. Good morning to you! So after they moved, and if they stay for more than a day in one spot, this is what happens to the patch of grass. It's completely gone, destroyed, but it's okay. I have plenty to move them around. So my husband installed these old bicycle wheels to help me to move, because this contraption is quite heavy because it's made out of solid wood and it is heavy. So those wheels do help me to move it from a place to place, but they are in a complete shelter. Yes. So my husband installed the wiring all the way down to the ground, making like a skirt like of the wire, so if the animal come and they try to a predator comes and tries to dig, they will not be able to get to it, or at least not right away, because there's a skirt, a wire skirt on the bottom. But they have a shelter on the top, and that's where they live all summer long. In the winter they go into their regular chicken house that right now is housing my young birds, or I probably should call them junior birds, because they are still young and they're not laying eggs yet, and that is their spot. They got a roosting backyard over here where they like to hang out during the day, and at night they sleep in their house that is completely sealed to protect them at nighttime. So I ordered chicks. I ordered all female laying hens. Well, there's always one guy. Look at him. He's not a hen. He's gonna be a rooster. Aren't you gorgeous? He's growing a tail. He's got a big crown. His legs are nice and thick. Where are you going, boy? Yeah, that's him. Isn't he gorgeous? And I heard him crow early in the morning. He has that teenage voice. It's so fun. Anyway, so I have some chicken scraps for them from last night dinner, and I'm gonna throw it to them and see what happens. I think they're gonna like it. There's so much mess on the ground because I give them weeds to eat, for grass, for leaves, for nutrients, and they drag it inside and they make such a mess out of it. I think I should clean it. Anyway, so I'm gonna feed them breakfast. Good morning, guys. Good morning, gals. How are you? You broke your I brought you snacks. I brought you snacks. Here's some grain for you kids. Oh, you're pretty girls. You're pretty girls. Yes, you are. Have a good day, kids. Have a good day. Here's some greens for you. Think of a salad. Think it's like a salad. Everything is so dry, goodness gracious. We need rain. All right, kids, enjoy the grass. Have a good day. I'll check on you later. All right. So these are my young chickens. These are Buff Orpington, and they're dual purpose birds. Dual purpose meaning that they will be laying brown, medium to large size eggs, and they possibly can be used for meat as well. So dual purpose. I love them. I love them because Buff Orpingtons have very docile personality. The roosters are not mean. And to me, for a person who has children, it's wonderful because I cannot tolerate a mean rooster. See, he's gonna be gorgeous. Hey boy, should we give you a name? I don't know. We usually don't name farm animals, but we'll see. You were definitely a surprise. So they have fresh water. I gave them a lot of water. It's a 5-gallon bucket in the back late last night. So they should be okay for today because we're expecting another hot, humid day today. But they are in a shade. I have them under a trees here. So they're always in the shade with a little bit of sun on an angle. So they like to sit in the sun sometimes. So here where I keep the grain for my goats. And I always had a metal bin with a metal cover. Unfortunately, it rusted and started leaking. And every time I would replace it, it would leak again. So I decided to invest in a plastic bin. And let me tell you, it worked for years. I mean years, until this happened. Guess what this is? Do you see the little marks of teeth? Big hole marks of teeth. Yup, you guessed it right. The tree rats, my husband calls them. These are squirrels, and they can smell food, and they make holes in them. So I found out that you cannot buy a brand new bin. You cannot buy a brand new lid. You have to buy a whole bin with it. So in the meanwhile, until I can, invest in a new one, I put something else on top, like the old kiddie pool that we have, and I just put a brick on top of it, And that seemed to deter squirrels for now. And that's what we do all the time. Isn't this annoying and ugly looking? But it works. So yeah, that's the story with the feed and how the squirrels get into it. I also, guys, want to show you how I give water to my animals, because I believe that animals need fresh water as much as possible, clean water. And especially in a hot weather such as today, animals drink extra water. And you don't want to lose your animal just simply because they didn't have any water. It would be extremely sad. Friends, I hear often people say, oh, I would love to have animals. I would love to have goats and chickens. And this notion of homesteading is often romanticized, and people have this false idea of what it involves. Let me tell you, it's only 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm already sweating because it's so hot and humid and the bugs are landing on me. And I have to deal with manure, I have to deal with dirty water. Kitty, what are you doing? I'm gonna show you what he's doing. Yeah, you're gonna stay here while I record? Yeah? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. You're gonna fall off the roof. You're such a silly cat. Just to think about it, you used to be a savage. We thought you were a feral cat until we adopted you. And now you're not. Now you're a friend. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. All right, you gonna help Mama? You can help me. All right. So back to my story. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, and the humidity is gonna be 91% today. I mean, New England is just always super humid. And I even haven't finished with my chores and I'm drenched already with sweat because it's so hot. So sometimes I don't like to appear on a camera looking like this, but I have no choice. So I want to show you how I like to keep my animal waters clean. It's very important to keep it clean because we want to minimize disease as much as possible. And I try to treat my animals naturally as much as possible. I mean, I cannot claim that they're completely organic, but I just want to I want them to be treated naturally. So if I see my animal is struggling with something, I'm gonna go for herbs, I'm gonna go for essential oils, I'm gonna go for something natural as much as possible. But often we only seek attention, we only seek help or treat when there is a problem. But here's the thing, we can treat things by preventing things. So one of the prevention items is clean water. You heard me, clean water. Clean buckets for food, clean buckets for water. Make sure that there is no animal droppings of rats or mice or whatever. And also clean water. So how do I do that? I clean my buckets, animal water buckets, as frequently as I can. And also I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar into my water and I clean it with vinegar as well. And I have this brush. So yeah, so this is not a glamorous part of the homesteading. cleaning the buckets, cleaning the food bowls and everything like that. But it is part of the homesteading. It is important to keep our animals' health up to its optimal. And way of doing it is by preventing any kind of disease that can be spread due to unclean environment. So yes, we try to clean our animals as much as possible, give them clean, fresh bedding, and give them clean water. So on that note, let me finish my morning chores, and I still have so much to do today. The work on a homestead never stops. So friends, I hope if you are interested in raising backyard animals or small homestead animals, you are encouraged. Try something with simple, like just few chickens, and see how that goes. It is so rewarding to go and to pick an egg from your chicken coop and make breakfast. Let me tell you, there's nothing like it. So I hope you are encouraged and you try something new.